Right, how's everyone doing today? I'm gonna be talking about Vikor in season 5, or no, there isn't even a season 5 yet. Season 2 of Gen V for the third time, because the first time I done it, it wasn't really good enough, and the second time I done it, it was muted. So now they're gonna do it again. So basically, Vikor is this big, angry steroid rage man that looks like he's a full-time wife debater because he's bald as fuck, and they're in this training facility. All the students of Godolkin are in this training facility because Cypher wants to basically wants them to reach their full potential, and they're doing training with Vikor, and they basically have to go to press the button at the other side of a room, but they also have to get through Vikor while trying to do it. So Vikor enters the room, and someone immediately starts chatting shit. Someone's already getting a bit too big for their boots and starts chatting shit about his movie. It's like, oh, that Valhalla Attack of the Cock Demons got 4% of Rotten Tomatoes, and another guy says 4%. So Vikor didn't really like that comment. He presses the dislike button on it. He whops another guy into a wall, and then he just says, Marie, ready to feel my hammer, Marie? So he goes over to shove the hammer right up her asshole, but then her super tranny boyfriend hops in to save the day, blocks the hammer, blocks another hit, gives him a punch in the gut, and then punches him in the face. He goes for another swing, but then Vikor blocks that, chucks him into a wall. Or into a pillar. Marie tries to go for the bone because she wants to end this shit quickly. This big Viking motherfucker with a hammer is coming in and massacring my friends already. She's like, fuck this. So then Lisa Simpson must have absorbed all the IQ from her dad. Because she shoots a fireball twice trying to go for Vikor, but she nearly hits Marie. She does this twice in a row. So then Vikor tries to swing at her, does a left axe swing. She ducks, or hammer swing, she ducks under. He tries to squash her like a pancake. She moves out the way, and he swings again in the same direction. She moves to the other side and gets past the pull-up bar. He swings right through that pull-up bar like it's made from paper mache. And then he hockey pucks a metal weight into someone, sending them flying into a wall. And then he grabs another person that tried to run. He's holding her, and then Marie cuts herself, and then she whips out a blood whip and basically tries to hold the hammer back from turning their head into a squash grape. But then he sort of just said no to that, kind of pulled her towards himself, and then bonked her, laying her out on the ground. So Vikor goes over to turn Marie into Stephen Hawking, but then Jordan Lee hops in, blasts him, and then turns around to Marie to help him. Yo, lock the fucking, get up. What are you doing? Get up and start cutting yourself more like you're an emo kid on the verge of jumping off a bridge. So he blasts him again, without even looking. He just opens his hand like he's trying to catch a slither, but he just sends another shockwave at him. Then Vikor swings. Jordan Lee uppercuts him, punches him twice in the stomach, and then Vikor just sort of bonks him onto the head, and then grabs him, chucks him into a pillar. So then Marie is like, right, it's time to lock in. I'm going to start cutting myself and make myself look like I've been going through a cheese grater. So then she basically does this thing where she can stop the blood flow to his heart. And she starts doing it. It's actually kind of working because he's staggering. He's collapsing onto the ground. It looks like he's about to die. It looks like he's about to go into a deep Snow White slumber. And but he kind of counters that because he just starts like beating on his chest like it's a drum. And then he sort of just walks up to Marie, grabs her, puts her up against this pillar. But then the class is dismissed because Jordan Lee made it to the bottom, pressed that shit. Everyone go to the ICU. Everyone needs to get fixed up and shit. So yeah, that was the first fight. So then we cut to the next fight where basically this the group of Marie, Emma, and all her friends are basically hiding out in this building because they're trying to get away from Dean Cypher because Dean Cypher wants their ass. He wants Marie in particular, and he sent Vikor after them. So they're chilling in this building, and then out of nowhere, the gods took his shit and they shot out a sledgehammer because the hammer comes flying through the doors. Lee goes up and does this little X block and blocks that shit, and then Vikor picks his hammer up, lets it fly into Marie, sending Marie flying out the fucking window. Sam goes to punch Vikor, but then Vikor just sort of chucks him into a shelf like he's an NPC. And then Jordan Lee locks in and fucking releases his Giga Chad blast, blasting Vikor through 3 bookshelves. So then he turns to Sam and be like, yo, I'm going to go help Marie. You got this? Sam's like, yeah, I got this. I'm like, no, you don't. You just got sent through a bookshelf, and as you're about to see, no, Sam really did not have this. So then Sam goes to try and hit Vikor, but then Vikor hugs him. He just wants to, stop this violence. Let's just solve it with love. And then he gives him 2 punches in the gut, chucks him into a shelf, tries to, hit him like this because he thought his hand was a fucking sword. He thought he was a chainsaw man. So then Sam moves out the way. He does like a little back fist trying to hit Sam again. Sam ducks underneath, hits pushes Vikor into a bookshelf, hits him in the face, and then hits him in the face, hits him in the hip because he wants to send him to hospital, get hip replacement surgery. And then Vikor just elbows him in the face. And then he grabs Sam and he fucking slams him onto the table, turning that shit into splinters. And then grabs him again and chucks him through the window. That's Sam is out for the count. So then meanwhile, Jordan Lee is outside with Marie and he's only talking to her now. I don't know what she was doing when Sam and Vikor were having their little tussle. She's like having a staring contest with Marie or some shit. So she's there like, Marie's like, oh, where the fuck's my sister? What are you doing? Then Jordan's like, excuse me? I came here to help you. What the fuck are you talking about? So then a hammer comes flying out of the building, hitting Jordan Lee, flooring him. Vikor's about to go finish probing Marie, and then a little child just comes out of nowhere. And Vikor's guard is down because he's just like, Ray, I don't really want to like turn this child into mashed tomatoes. So he basically tries to tell her to fuck off. He's like, sweetie, you better go. It's about to get messy, you know. I had some laxatives and I'm about to shit myself. I don't think you want to see that. So then she sort of just smiles at him and then releases her little angry earthworms. And then they poke his eyes out. They go into his mouth, go to the back of his neck. And then fucking, basically his head gets decapitated from the inside. It's pretty brutal death. And yeah, that was the end of Angry Roid Rage, man. Vikor's dead now, so yeah, I had to record this third time in a row. So sorry if it doesn't really seem as authentic or as good of a video. I recorded it twice. First time I recorded it, I just didn't really think it was that great. Second time I recorded it, I thought it was pretty solid, but then my microphone was turned off the whole time, so that kind of pissed me off. And now this time I'm recording it. Yeah, it actually worked because the microphone was on and you're actually able to hear me. But yeah, hope you did enjoy this video. See you later.